Okay, let's see if the stream is live. It says that it is, but you can't be too sure. Why is the quarter still open? Close. Okay, YouTube. Tubes of you. Surprisingly, the stream is not there. Where is the stream? Come in, stream. Come in, stream. 10-4, 10-4. Okay. Okay, Sam. Okay. We're live. Kind of. I said I was doing a stream at 8. It is actually 6:15, but that's okay. I might do 2 streams tonight. One on the Sam and one on the ZX a little bit later, so I can try the new Kempston interface that I bought and just make sure it's working a-okay. I'm sure it is, but best to check these things. Stream is live and the health is good. I can see my little picture in the corner. Hello me. Oh, okay, there's a cursor. Okay, so for those of you who aren't tangled up in wires like I am, why am I tangled up in wires? Get off. Bloody wires, scourge of humanity. Okay. For those of you who don't know, this, or what I'm using now, is admittedly not much to look at, but it is a Sam Coupe. I'll reboot it. It's flashing there, that's a memory check. That's booting from the Ethernet card that's in the back, and we're at the prompt. Now normally what would happen is, if you've got a Sam Coupe, what is a Sam Coupe first? A Sam Coupe is, it's an 8-bit computer that was released by MGT in the UK many moons ago. And it was a disaster. It was a flop. It was billed as being the Super Spectrum. Now Sinclair Spectrum was massive in the UK. They were everywhere in the 80s. So MGT used to make accessories for them. They made disk drives and interfaces and various things. And they decided to build their own machine after Sinclair was taken over by Amstrad. Amstrad didn't really push the Spectrum any further. They just gave it a sound chip, and that was about it. So MGT decided to make their own, so they formed their own company, and that is Miles Gordon and the other guy, and they formed MGT. Yeah, they formed MGT. They did release it. It was a little bit late. They had problems with the ULA, as most companies do. But it was released, and it was a disaster. Not because it was a bad machine. That wasn't the problem. The problem was the MGT was launched probably a year later than it should have been. Probably 2 years later than it should have been. And by that time, the Amiga 500 and the Atari ST were on the market. They were still very expensive, but they were the future, and an 8-bit computer from Britain wasn't. So it was a sales flop. It was a disaster. The company collapsed shortly after, and then it started up again. They started producing the machines again, and then it lasted a year or two, and then went under, and that was it. But as far as being an 8-bit computer is concerned, it is a pretty outstanding 8-bit computer. It has good colours, good sound. There's a disk drive, 3.5-inch disk drive. Has various ports. It has RGB out. It is probably the pinnacle of 8-bit computing. So let's have a play with them. Now, one of the first things you'll see, obviously, is we have a blank screen with a cursor. And this is basically what you see when you turn on a SAM. Like any 8-bit computer back in the day, whether it be a Commodore 64, an Atari 800, or whatever it is. So there's no GUI, there's no Windows, there's no Mac OS, there's nothing, it's just a cursor. But what this machine has is a Quasar Trinity Ethernet device in the back, and it's called a Trinity because it contains, it's a sum of 3 parts. The parts we're interested in is the SD card. So what we'll do is we'll look at the Ethernet in a little bit. But these are all made by Colin, who owns and works for Quasar. Superb guy. He does all his own hardware, his own software, and releases a magazine. Can you believe? A guy of many talents. So let's try and have a look what's on this Quasar interface. So the first thing to do, it boots into a DOS prompt, or a command prompt if you like, and there's nothing there. Zero, zip. So what you need to do is change to a record. And a record, if you like, is a virtual disk, like a DSK or an ADF or whatever. So if you type record 1, I mean, I've already copied files onto this SD card perhaps a year ago, but I don't remember what's on them. So you press F9 to boot. So we'll press F9. Okay, so these are Spectrum emulators. Now this was obviously going to be the Super Spectrum, so let's see it emulating. Let's try ZX81. I'm curious. Now the blue light's flashing on my Quasar card, so it's obviously loading something. K. Hello K. List. Okay, so it's booted into something. Slow, fast mode, speed up, snapshot. I don't actually know how to work this. Oh shit, what does that do? Yeah, we know, shut up. Oh, it's asking me to load a ZX81 program. I don't have any ZX81 programs. So, let's get out of that. We'll press F9 to run the loader again. The ZX Spectrum emulator, ZX Spectrum tape. Now I think that when you run the tape version, it waits for just tape input, and you can load cassette tapes through your iPhone or whatever it is. I don't think I've got anything set up, so we'll do that another time, another video. But we might as well have a look at it. Also, we'll press number 5, and it should just give you. There we go. Sinclair Spencer. Okay, the function keys this time don't do anything, so it's obviously waiting for an input. So you wouldn't type that. What's the load on Spectrum J, isn't it? Oh, shut up. God, Spectrums are such a pain in the arse. Let 1. Oh, shut up. Let me reboot. What a pain in the neck Spectrums are. Spectrums had a single key entry, and you press a key, whatever key it is on the keyboard, and it will type a corresponding word, which is fine and dandy if you're using a real Spectrum and you know what the keys are. I don't. So anyway, that was record 1. That's going to record 2. Okay. Can I catalog that? No. Can I list? No. Okay. You probably can, I just don't know how to. So we're running the contents of record 2, and this is an EEPROM configuration disk. This is for setting up your Ethernet, which I've already done, so I'm not going to bother with that. So quit that, escape. That was record 2, wasn't it? Let's go to record 3 and load F9. Oh no, don't be installing things. Okay, quit. Record 4. F9 load. Ah, here we go. So now we've got Manic Miner and Moneybags. Sam Revival, copyright Colin Piggott. I've obviously copied this off the Sam Revival disc that I had at some point, although I've probably got it somewhere. So let's do a bit of Manic Miner, shall we? I suck at Manic Miner. I presume there's noise of some description. He's back. Is he? Where's he been? Okay, we have some funky music. Oop. I'm just checking on my on the laptop what the sound levels are like. Choose game 1, 2 or 3, return to start. What does that mean? 1, 2. Oh, you get the story so far. Deeper caverns. Down, down, deeper. Oh, didn't know it did that. Return to start. Ooh. I hate this game. I hated this game then. I hate this game now. I can't do it. It's too difficult. Too twitchy. Oof. Oh my, oh, fucking bullshit. I never liked it, from the music to the, well, anything really. Disliked it immensely. Oh shit. See, this is why I dislike it, because I can't do it. Never been able to do it. Oof. I think the furthest I ever got on the Spectrum was probably... oh, bollocks. Well, I'm lasered rather than ever foot. Alright, let's try level 2, whatever that is. Oh yeah. What the bloody hell are you supposed to do here? Don't do that. When I move the joystick in certain directions, it's automatically jumping. For whatever reason. Oh, you tosser. I'm going to blame the joystick, folks. Oh, shit. Alright, okay. Thought I ballsed it up then. So you land on the platform and it automatically takes you... yeah, I know. Do you know what? Bloody Manic Miner. It's clever how it's done, but it infuriates the hell out of me. So I'll have to go... ah, shit. I knew it'd do that. I knew it. Okay. 3. Down, down, deeper, and indeed down. Okay. Return to start. I do like the feature where you can select levels. You certainly couldn't on the Spectrum. Matthew Smith coded this on a... oh, do you know? I hate this game. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, fuck right off. You absolute tosser. I can't do it. I can't do it. 4. 3. Some another go. Yeah, Matthew Smith coded the original game on a TRS-80 and injected the code into the Spectrum's RAM with a built-in... Oh, you absolute donkey. With an adapter he made, but... Oh, he... Right, one more go. And then I'm going to smash it. I need to get some more software onto this SD card for the... What happened there? Oh, the monster got me. Onto the SD card for the SAM. I have a very lowly selection of stuff, as I remember. So when I've done this stream, I'll try doing some more. Can't get me now, can you? So where does it need to be? Right at the end, probably. Okay. Now, if that was really cruel, the platform would dissolve. Oh, brilliant. That's going to dissolve, isn't it? I knew it. I knew it would. Hello, Lemmakinen. How you doing, sir? Oh, piss off. Leave me alone. Oh, you can. Fuck right off. Right. I hate this game. I hate it. I hate it so much. I have no patience for this. That I shouldn't have got away with that, to be honest. That was very kind. I'm also running this on a oh, ball bags, on a composite output rather than RGB, because I can't find the RGB lead, so the quality is not as good. Lemmican, brilliant Siri, brilliant. Yeah, thank you very much. How are you this evening anyway? So presumably I have to jump on there, then there, and there. Okay. Is that thing good? No, it's not. Okay. I've managed to complete a level. Can you believe it? Ugh. Okay. So obviously I need to go there and there. Ah, shit, balls, bollocks. John Gimmo, how you doing, sir? Okay. Oh, balls. I'm not doing it again. I hate that game. The Lemmican says, did you find your Sam Coupe with a decent price? I bought it broken. I think it was broken. It had no, as I remember, it had no power pack, no cables of any description, no box or anything, and it was something like £100 UK pounds. And since then I've probably spent the same amount of money on it again, if not more. But yeah, it's excellent. Where's the reset button? There. John Gino, fine thanks. Mike, you? I'm alright, thank you. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. My vampire card died today, which is a little bit disappointing. Well, I don't remember what record number that was. Was anybody paying attention? Is that going to kill the stream? No, it's not. Well, I thought it killed the stream then when I pressed reset. Record. Was it 4? But it wasn't. No, that's a Trinity disc. Oh no, it wasn't. It was record 4. Amazing. Oh, yeah, you're right, John. You need to try Trolley Wally on the C64. Trolley Wally, says John. I don't know Trolley Wally. I've never heard of it. What's that? It's not the same type of thing, is it? Fred. Hello, Fred. Why can't I see you now? The mouse. Oh, the mouse is in the way. Only 12,000 units made. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Skyhawk, I thought you had green screen issues. Don't mention green screens to me. John, do you know? Yes, it is, but easier. All right, okay. What's it called again? Trolley Wally. No, I don't recognise it. Okay, I might as well try Moneybags while we're here. What's that? F2. Moneybags coded by Colin. Okay, Colin, let's see what you got. How'd you go? Don't know. Alligator. So see, Alligator Software. As soon as you mention Alligator Software, I become horrified. I remember having a compilation disc on the ZX Spectrum, and it had 2 or 3 Alligator games, and every single one of them was utter garbage. Strange things have been happening in your home. You just go around your house and collect all your money. Alright, okay, no problem. It won't take long. I've got about 55p. That's me, is it? Get very dandy in that green jumper there. How do you jump? Push up. Ugh. But the C64 would be superior. Yes, it would. It would. That's fair. Fair comment. Not sure what's going on with the sound in this game. How on earth do I get up there? Oh, over here. I can't possibly. I'm buzzing. Why am I buzzing? My phone's buzzing. Someone sent me a message. Did you? Who sent me a message? Ah, it's one of those girly types sending me a message. I better reply to that and get the arson. Okay, reception hall. So you can jump onto that. I can then jump onto that, jump onto that and fall off. Oh, happy days. Oh, I love it already. You are, oh, brilliant. Let's have another go. Okay. Right. Luckily up is jump. Oh, I can, alright. Which is okay. John Gino, the C64 version would be superior. It would, but Alligator Software, yeah, they were renowned for making pretty naff stuff. I don't remember them doing anything that was any good. But that's not to say they didn't, I just didn't see it. Down arrows. Sorry about that. Texting in a stream, that's poor protocol. Okay, we can jump on those obviously. So I suppose we're looking at a Manic Miner-esque game. Ooh, nice jump. Why can he jump on the platforms in 2 stages? Can he do that? He can. What a guy. Skyhawk. I was playing Settlers on my 1200 4 hours ago. First time in 17 years. I was surprised it overscans to full screen on my 1080p monitor. Those little men have never looked so big before. I did say we were going to have a go at Settlers, didn't I? I suppose we still could. Oh shit. Don't like that. Let me reset quickly. Hopefully it won't kill the stream. Okay. What record was that? Anyone paying attention? See the Light with Sam Supplement issue 53. Really? Still 4, says John. Oh, line feeds. Yeah, let's have some line feeds. Ooh, funky. So this is a Sam Supplement Disc magazine. I wonder what year this is. Editorial. Let's read the editorial. Ooh. Ah, cool. The Lemmican Union. I'm sure there were no Sam coupes outside of the UK. I'd be very surprised if there were. The company could barely manage to keep in profit when they were selling them in the UK. So I can't imagine they sold any outside of the UK. I'm not aware of them having any overseas distributors. So I would say, unless someone's exported one, no. I'm sure there are some kicking about, but they'll be few and far between. Editorial by Dave Tonks. Well, I happily admit that you've proved me wrong. Well, that's alright, you're more than welcome. And that there are people out there who are Sam users with something either to say or submit to the mag. So here we are in issue 53, which is, thanks to the contributors, an extremely good issue. As you can see from the menu, the items are... Oh yeah, alright, shut up. Next. No one is going to think you're stupid or thick for not knowing. Oh, don't be so pretentious. Dear Dave, says John Sanders from Chalfont Street, St Giles. Oh, Chalfont, St Giles, with his phone number. Always a good feature. A sad editorial in issue 52. So presumably they're going to wind up the magazine in issue 52, but they didn't. I suppose, but you and Jean and the others have put in so many hours. I'm very sorry. Okay. I do hope... Yeah. The trouble is... Right. Oh dear. What about Greenwell Electronics? Anyone tried them? I was going to try them, but I haven't. Thanks for the letter, John. Alright, okay. So how do I go back to the beginning? M. Cool. What decade is this from? The Sam is from, I think... I should know this, I've just done a video about it. I think it was 1990... Ooh, hang on. I don't want to get it wrong. This phone. I hate this phone. Phone, I hate you. You are a piece of crap. I should know the dates. It was released... That's right, it was released in November 1989. Yeah. By MGT. I'm not sure if it managed to go into any shops or if it was mail order. I don't remember. I don't actually ever remember seeing it in a shop. I remember it being advertised in magazines. The Sam Coupe is from British 8-bit computer, commonly considered a clone of the ZX Spectrum. It's not a clone of the Spectrum at all. All it has is an emulated screen mode, supposedly the same as the Specky. But it's a faster machine than the Specky. It was discontinued in 1992 and sold 12,000 units. It's a Zilog Z80B at 6 MHz, and it's either 256K or 512 with a maximum of 4.5 MB of RAM. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for 1989. But the thing is, it was going up against the Atari ST and the Amiga, so it wasn't looking good. I can't speak and type at the same time, or I end up typing what I'm saying. What was the RRP? Do you know what? I don't know. I don't know what it was. Hang on. I'm not sure if it'll tell you what it was. I'm just looking at the wiki page. Yep, 3.5-inch floppy, 8-octave stereo sound. Although I've only got one lead plugged in, so it will be mono for the rest of this video. That's a good question. How much was it? I probably did know once, but I've forgotten. You guys are quicker at typing in Google and things than I am. This bloody phone. Not too bad for a specky clone. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a bit unfair to say it's a specky clone, to be honest. The original price was £169.95p. Does it have any tracker software? Yes, well, in so much as it can. There is a mod player for it, rather than a tracker. But yeah, it can play modules. In fact, it might be one on here on these this demo disc. My God, my phone's not rang all day, and now I'm constantly getting messages. Okay, what's on this thing? Adverts. Let's see what's for sale. Uh, 50 discs of PD are available from the supplement PD and Games library. Now that tells you something about the computer, if the best they can muster is 50 discs of PD. Jean Tonks? That must be Mr. Tonks's wife, who does the magazine. So obviously they were a Sam family. 8 channels or octaves. Oh, hang on, you're asking me something now. It is. I should know all this, but I've got a memory like a sieve. Miles Gordon Technology, based in Swansea, the UK. Z80B, 64K address space, banked to 16K. Yeah, it says 8-octave stereo sound. 6 channels of 8-octave stereo sound provided by the Philips SAA 1099. That's not bad. Can you hold up the Sam without breaking it? Hello, Juco. Can I hold up? No, but well, I'll tell you what I can do. I can move the camera. We'll do that. Oh, bollocks. Just knocked the mouse on the floor. It's very difficult to see anything, especially with the delay on the camera. There's about a 2-second delay, so I move stuff and then stuff happens. Let's try and I'll do a proper video of it later, so you can see the case and the connections and all the rest of it. The logo's rubbed off, unfortunately, on my machine, which is a bit of a shame. That Sam you can see there is faded. Floppy disk drive there. And a space there for either a hard drive or another floppy. If you look at the back of the machine, you might be able to see the Quasar adapter. It's quite a big PCB that sticks out of the back there. But it gives me Ethernet, SD card, and something else that I've forgotten. It's a 3-in-1. It does 3 things. I can only remember 2. The third one's obviously a secret. We have a power connector there and video out, and a joystick port there. It's quite a nice keyboard to use. It's a membrane keyboard, very much like the Amiga, the Spectrum, Amstrad, all the cheapo machines. I'll just put the camera back so the picture will be all over. Yeah, it's a nice machine. I do like it. Juku says nice machine, nice hardware. Yes, it is. It is nice hardware. It is a good machine. What's happening now? Oh, these are adverts, are they? Ice Chicken, arcade action. Well, we do like arcade action. Look up a bit, camera. Why are you looking at the floor? Yeah, not quite right. Computers amaze me. They do amaze me. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, it's an 8-bit machine. The Lemikinian says the Sam Coupe and Enterprise 64128 are great 8-bit computers. They are. I do remember the Enterprise being advertised. There was something funny about the name. Oh, was there something funny about the name? I might be thinking of another computer. There's another computer called the Elan or LAN or something that had its name changed and became something else, but I can't remember what it was. And I remember reading about it in magazines of the day. Might have been Spectrum User or something. Or computer and video games, I don't remember. But yeah, I'm not sure if that was the Enterprise. I can't remember. They did, yeah, they did. The Enterprise had a little joystick in the corner, didn't it, built into the keyboard. It's quite funny. Ooh, see, it's got quite nice graphics, the Sam. It's very much, it's not quite 16-bit, but it's much better than 18-bit. It's not quite 16-bit, but much better than 8-bit. I've got a Dragon 32 in the loft somewhere. Yeah, so have I, Skyhawk. In fact, I'm looking at it now. It does have a RAM error at some part of the RAM map. That's another little project. Cool. It's for sale. What's for sale? I'd be interested. Oh, I'm not reading. There we go. Look, Sam Coupe as new, 512k RAM, 1 disk drive, £110. What do you say, boys? Hello, John Skillgannon. How you doing, buddy? Evening, mate. John says, nice to see you doing stuff on your Sam. Yeah, I have to. My vampire died this morning, so I'm vampireless at the moment. So it's given me a good excuse to use some of the machines that I haven't used for a while that people keep asking me to do. So, yeah. Sam Coupe there, £110 if you want it. A Sam Coupe, slightly soiled but fully working. 2 disk drives, use with the monitor, TV modulator, in power supply. Oh, does it? I didn't know that. I haven't got a power supply. £130. Cool. No point reading them, is there? John says, no, did you break it? Well, I don't know if I broke it, or it broke itself. But, yeah, the Amiga froze this morning when I was browsing Aminet, I think. It just locked up, so I rebooted it and it booted to a green screen and won't do anything else. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Sam News. There can't be much Sam News. I've just received a press release from Saturn Software to inform me that as of March 1st, 1997, they will have taken over the Fred magazine. Ah, okay. Cool. Reviews. All right, let's have some reviews. Oh, I'm buzzing again. Never been as popular. Oh. This phone, do you know, I hate this phone. Yeah, due to space restrictions, you can naff off. We're not doing any reviews. Okay. Help and tips. Program notes. No, let's have some tips. I like tips. Skyhawk says, my first ever computer was a ZX81. I was amazed by black blocks and no sound with Space Invaders. Soul nostalgia. I was only 4. The thing is, if any kid now, or any kid of any age, no, of any era, if you hadn't exposed them to any computer and you gave them a ZX80, they would think it was wonderful, or a ZX81, or whatever it is, whatever. They would think it's the most wonderful thing in the world. It's only because kids nowadays have seen PlayStations and Xboxes and all the rest of it that they just, it is of no interest. Iris animation. Okay, let's see you do an anim. Oh. That obviously runs from disk. What a shame. iFocus J. Okay, that's going to ask for disk as well, isn't it? I bloody knew it would. What else have we got? Comic screens. Okay, comic screens make me laugh. When screens are displayed, use left and right cursor to change the screen. Pressing S will save the screen to disk. Why would you want to do that? Is that O or Q will return you to the mag? Alright. Dalmatian BBS. Frad, does the Vampire come with any warranty? Well, it might have done, but I mean, I've had mine here, I think a year now, might even more than a year. So my warranty will have expired, I suspect. What is this? Is this funny? What a pointless waste of time. HD copy, serial mouse, Viz cartoons. Okay. View the cartoons. Okay, let's view them. Doctor. Here's more jokes from Viz. I thought it was a joke. Go on then. Doctor, it's my heart. Yeah, okay. Doctor, I'm a shadow of my former self. Because it's a shadow. Doctor, I've got a neck complaint. Can you keep the noise down out here? Can you keep the noise down out here? Doctor, I'm in a critical condition. I mean, just look at this carpet. How perfectly awful. Doctor, have you got anything to clear up diarrhea? Yes, why? Well, you better get started then. Oh, it's revolting. Well, that was... If that's the best of Viz, no wonder they don't make them anymore. Bad jokes, awful bloody jokes. Credit cost. Credit cost? What do you mean credit cost? What does that mean? There's a little program that will work out the total cost of a credit purchase and the length of time to complete. When asked, enter the APR. Right, okay. Cool. What is the ARP? I don't know. 30. What is the cost? I don't know. Let's say 5,000. Monthly repayments? No idea. Let's say 120. Yeah, okay. Anyway, John says, Gilgannon, what we experienced back in the day was leaps and bounds, and we learned and made the machines do very, very new and shiny things. Indeed we did. These days it's all more of of the same with nice graphics. Nothing revolution. Well, today everything's an evolution, isn't it, rather than a revolution. Skill, I think that's why we had such fond memories of it all, because we were changing the game. My first machine was a ZX81 when I was 10. Juko says, I can remember when I downloaded games from BBS and waited hours, and then it was really bad. Dear. Yeah. Well, I must admit, I missed the BBS thing. Oh, AutoCAD. Are you going to give me a mouse-driven database? Waste of time. What catalogue number was that? Don't know. Record 5. It was 5. Okay. Record 6. Totally wasted. Yeah. I remember. Skill Gannon says, I remember typing them in for hours and being very bad. Yeah. I remember typing games and seldom did they ever work. Oh, Defender. I can't play Defender. I also learned Basic through those listings because I always wanted. Yeah, I had to debug them to make them work because I was exactly the same, John. I remember typing. I had a TI-99 when I was about 10, and it had very little software. But I did have the. I was going to say magazine, the manual, and it had all the listings in there. And I used to practice. It was great. It's nice and quick. That can't be basic. No, it's not basic. Machine code. Skill Gannon says, hi Glenn. Oh, hello Glenn. I didn't see you pop up there. Yeah, very good mate. How are you this evening? We're doing a bit of samming today. Hello Kev G. How you doing, buddy? That version of Defender is most impressive. It'd be more impressive if I could press a button to make it work. I don't know how to. John Gino, computer and video games was the worst for typing in games. Well, when I was at school, I remember that one of the teachers had a magazine rack that was full of tattered magazines, like Input. Do you remember Input? And I can't remember what else was on there. But I used to take them home and try and type the listings into my TI-99. But they were always Spectrum listings or Commodore 64 or BBC, so they never worked. But some of them did kind of work in a fashion. Right, I just start this bloody game. Why has the top fallen off my joystick? Why are the tweezers on the floor? Why's my tea gone cold? So many questions. Glenson, I'm fine. Last day of vacation. Oh, well, that's a shame. John says, God, Input was awful. Nothing ever worked. Yeah, I don't think I have got every Input magazine somewhere in folders. I did plan to start typing some of the stuff in. This was years ago. I still haven't done any. I don't think I've even read one of the magazines. But I do have the full set of Input somewhere. Skyhawk, my favourite 8-bit computer was the Atari 800 XL. My brother actually coded a drawing program in BASIC because I told him I wanted a drawing program. It allowed me to draw lines with my joystick. It was awesome. Very good. Very good. Okay. Back to things at hand. How do you start this bloody game? Well, I've pressed escape. Right, okay. Okay, the joystick don't work. That's cool. So how does one... Okay, we're keyboarded. Okay, we're keyboarding. Right, hang on. That's, hang on, just a minute. Don't shoot me, aliens. I'm working out the keys. Naff off. Where's the bang bang button? Okay, there we go. Oh, it even sounds the same. Ooh, I quite like this. Oh, I don't want to turn around, it would confuse me. Game, what do you mean game over? Oh, choose keys. Well, why didn't you say that before? Up, down. Reverse. Oh god, hang on. Reverse, thrust, fire, smart bomb, hyperspace, and quit. If done, yes. My claim to fame was in 1984 when I programmed a visual representation of what the spectrum heard in the ear socket. You had to half plug it in so you could hear the music, but it had colour. Oh, very good, John. Circles on the screen depending on music frequency. Cool. Kev G, Defender was the game that got me into programming. A classic. Skill Gannon. It was a predecessor to Winamp. Won the school programming prize. Oh, how forward thinking were they, having a programming prize? I play this game, but it's ignoring me. I've already chosen keys. Nav off. Up, down. Oh. Thrust, reverse. Fire, fire. Space. Pause, quit. Yes. Oh. Right, bored of that. Too hard. Skyhawk. The top middle part looks like the navigation in Fort Apocalypse. Awesome game on the Atari 800. Ah, I don't remember playing that. I've got an Atari 800. I've got two Atari 800s here and an Atari 400. So that must be another video. Don't know if it'll run. What key did I press then? Was it 6? Ooh, this looks like something. Digital reality. Oh, it's bloody Defender again, isn't it? Oh, is it? Yeah, it is. I played hours and hours of Protector 2 on the 64. It was a decent Defender clone. Yeah, I wanted Protector on the TI-99. It was in the brochure, but I couldn't afford it. So it was by Atari, wasn't it? No auto run, isn't there? Okay. Record 8. Black Jet. Donate with PayPal. Oh, this must be a new game. There are tons of games. Not tons of games. There are quite a few bigger games for this. There's Lemmings and Prince of Persia and all kinds of stuff. Move me for info. Is this keys as well? I claim the alright, Matthews having trouble with his A600. Everybody has trouble with an A600. Skyhawk says you flew a gunship helicopter in Fort Apocalypse. Oh, do you know? Yeah, I think I remember that. Was it Fort Apocalypse? Don't know. Glenson, any history behind the Sam Coupe? There's a lot. There's a lot of history about the Sam Coupe. Which would you like to know? Skill Gannon says, I'm heading off for dinner. Have a nice evening all. Thanks for joining us, John. You take it easy, buddy. I'll see you next time. Glenn says, quiet Mike, don't bash the A600. I hate the 600. It's a piece of crap. Okay. Oh, spacebar does something. Select underwear. What? Ah, ooh. I can select my pants. I might be red actually. Let's go for red pants. Glenson says evening. Ooh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm collecting. Oh. What can I do? Oh, ah, shit. Okay, alright, okay, you've got a... Ah, shit. It's small and lovely. That's like me, Glenson. I'm small and lovely. What? Did you go down? Oh, I went down a minute ago. Said the maid to the vicar. How do you... Boy, this bloody thing. Look. Never mind pause. It's a bit like jumping jack on the specky, says John. Do you know? Oh, I don't recognise that one. Can you really go down on the... Oh, naff off, will you? Where have I gone? Oh. Ah. You can only do it on the blue. Right. Why can't I do it now? Oh, you can do it. Oh, it only does it sometimes. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. I don't understand. Why will he go down now? Up. Oh, he will. Down. Won't go down. Now it will go down. Up. Down. Go down. Right. Perhaps it is only in the blue. Aha. Ah, and the bomby thing. Cool. Oh. And perhaps it's just the key is playing up because it's not been used. No, it's not. There's got to be some rhyme or reason to this, but I'll be buggered if I know what it is. Aha, the bomb gotcha. Oh shit. That's my fault. I take responsibility for that. Why won't you go down? Press the button. Why won't you go down? And down. Oh, naff off. Juco says 600 was my first Amiga, but it was not what I want. The 1200 was sold out, so I bought the 600. Oh, that's a shame. Regretted it ever since, I would imagine. Lemakian. The user were angry when the 1200 came out. It had the same price of what the 600 paid. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. The 600, excuse me, was a complete and utter fuck up. I'm sure there's a reason why the 600. I mean, well, you all know the story of the 600, don't you? It was supposed to be the A300, which was supposed to be well, there might not be anything else on here. Oh, there is record 10. It was supposed to be an A300, which was IDE-less, and you upgraded it by plugging things into it. So it was supposed to be cheap as chips and occupy the C64 market. But Commodore Germany refused to sell it if it didn't have a built-in IDE, because they wanted to sell it. There we go. Mod player. Who asked me for that? Commodore Germany said they wouldn't sell it unless it had an IDE. So at the last minute they changed it to have IDE, and it ended up costing more than the 500, and they had to rename it the 600 rather than the 300. So it was a complete balls up. Use cursor keys and space to load. Right. Can't hear anything. Does it take a moment or two? Yeah, so it was a disaster. Well, that was good. M to mount disk. Q to quit. Right. So what are you asking me? Alright, floppy lights come on. Perhaps I shouldn't have pressed M. You're going to moan at me now, aren't you? Error, error. Yeah. Well, it won't play Magic Mod. I wonder if I've put that on. It might be a module that I've put on. And it's, I don't know. Don't work anyway. That was 10, was it? Record 10. Should be running out of things to look at on here now. But what I'll do is I'll turn the stream off in a little bit. And spec maker. What's that then? Loader plus D, load plus D snapshot. Oh, this might be a Sinclair 128 emulator. Not sure. Loader plus D. Right. Well, I can't do any of those things because I don't have any of those files. Oop. Oh shit! Nap off. Record 12. Ooh, Madonna nude slides. Please click the following. Huh, flipping great. What happened there? The not very immaculate collection. Yeah, you're right there. What? Don't give me all the info. Get on with it. Ah. Boobies. Where's Glenson? Glenson? I remember. What were these in? These were in. Weren't Playboy, was it? Can't remember what it was. I remember this. She had a big hoo-ha about all these, didn't she? Press R to run again, or E to what? Read? What do you mean read? Read what? 80s peep show. Oh, reboot, not read. Oh, I didn't know that was a record. What was that? 11, 12. Alright, okay. Okay. Let's try record 13. Yeah, she tried to get them banned, didn't she, those photos? Please wait. Record 13. Oh, this might be something interesting. Maybe. Press W to walk, is that? Let me again. Oh, it's thing. Ah, cool. Oh, hang on. Whoa. A little bit quick there, aren't we? Well, I made a balls of this already. They don't have to be colour specific, do they? Like I say, the sound is mono at the moment because of the leads that I've got connected into this thing. It should be stereo. Oh shit. Oh bollocks. Get. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it so quick? I've got right balls of that. Oh, I've got my name. Joystick. Why would you have joystick input on a computer? Oh, hello. Um, decisions. No. Oh, bollocks. It's okay. We can salvage the salvageness. Oh shit. No. Oh no. Oh bollocks. Well, that's naffed it right up. You can go there. You can go. Ah. Oh! Don't go so quick. Concentrating. It's the hardest thing I've done all day. Oh, balls. Oh, you can go there. You. Oh no, 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 no. Fucking faff. You can go there. Cool. You can go there. You can. Yeah, you can. That's exactly where I wanted it. Yep. That one there. Yep. Perfect. That one. Yep. That's the way. Cool. Yep. Brilliant. We'll have that. Yep. Cool. That must be a winner. Oh my god. Oop. I remember when Game Boys. What are you doing, Glenson? Don't you be laughing at my gameplay, Glenson. It's too quick. When you anyway, I'm not explaining myself to you, Glenson. You always make fun of my gameplay. I'm awesome, and that's just the end of it. Right, record. What was that? Don't know. Oh no, it was that. Don't decrunch. That was 13. Yeah, Game Boys. I remember. Remember the Game Boys? What was the screen? It was green, wasn't it? I was going to say yellow. Was it yellow or green? I never had one. Record 15. Ah, Fred. Fred magazine. He's a spaced out in a very peculiar fashion. Change attributes. No, I like those attributes, thank you. Joystick Sinclair. If you like. If you like. Oh. I can control it with joystick, okay. Green, yeah, it was green, wasn't it? Questionnaire. Oh, yeah, go on then, throw a questionnaire. Hi, welcome to... Oh, I'm not reading all that. There's too much readage. Alright, I can't. Okay. Alright, questionnaire. How old are you? Enter this and enter the drawer. Alright, you've got to post it off. Oh, I wonder if it's still valid. Yeah, the Game Boy's a piece of crap. Cool, what was that? I don't know. 15. Oh, it was 15. Picky compo. So look at your pickies. Let's have number 1. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. 1. Right, let's have another go. Picky compo. Right. Well, that's a waste of time. Demo. Newsfield log on. Me. Yep. Incorrect log on. That was so bloody pretentious. Green. Is this a green themed day today? Green Day. Isn't that a film? It's a pop group, aren't they? Green Day. It's a band. Green Mile. Please back up your Specky ROM and save it to disk. I don't want to save it to disk. That was a bloody nosy. Bossy. This program merely gives you an example of using the palette command. Right. Green card. The Hulk. What is this? Anything with green? This program. I don't care what this program does. Thank you. Is that it? What was that? 15? Record 16. So we've had hardcore porn, demos, music that doesn't work. Record 16. Yeah. Issue 2. Oh, a coupe calculator. Screenshots. I want some screenshots. Ooh. Ooh. Defenders of the Earth. What a crap game. Looks alright. Looks a bit C64. It looks like a good C64 game. Actually, it's too good to be a C64 game, but it's that sort of thing. I remember playing that. What did I play that on? That might have been on the 64. It was bloody awful. What a crap game. Is that it? I wonder what the picture format is for this. I don't know. Don't know what it is. Alright, how do you get back to menu? Can't. Well, that's very well programmed, isn't it? There's also... Oh, I'm going to show you something, wasn't I? Let's just try record 17. Oh, there's something on 17. Issue 3. Oh, there's a lot of... Okay. There's a lot of Fred discs. I didn't know these were on here. I used to watch Defenders of the Earth on CITV, or was it Children's BBC? Reminds me of Amiga Savage. What I know, I didn't know Defenders of the Earth was on TV. That must be when I wasn't watching cartoons. I don't remember that. Spectac. Yes, I know. I'm really very sorry. There is no picture this month. So now, oh, let's have some colour circles. I like colour circles. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What do you see? I see a box. What's in the box? A star is in the box. A box in a box. John Gino, you should be out kissing girls. Yeah. You know where that leads, don't you? Cool. Specky owners. Specky owners? The next page. Ooh. Tetris, a game. A fractal show. Oh, well, let's see a fractal show of fractals. Loading something. There's lots of loadage going on. Stop loading. Bum bum bum. How many colours did the Sam Coupe display? It depends what screen mode it's in. It can do the same. It's got the same screen mode as a ZX Spectrum and the same colours, so it can emulate the Specky, and then it's got various other screen modes that can display lots of colours. I don't know, to be honest. That's the honest question. Let's have a look. Well, that was cool. Okay, we have various modes. We have mode 4, which is 256192, 16 colours. 4 colours. It is a various palette range from 128 colours, depending on the screen resolution. Obviously it's a red nose day. The Sam Coupe for the Specky is the C65 would have been for the C64. Yeah, that's probably a fair assessment. You don't want to be in the reject bin, do you? Yeah, it's a fair assessment. But at least the Sam got released, whereas the C65 was ready for production, ready to go to production, and it was cancelled. So they got the boxes made, they got the power packs made. I think they even got the instruction manual. The instruction manual was done, but and then they cancelled it. What the bloody hell's this supposed to be? Spec Tac Demo. Is that what that was? Oh no, circles, okay. Cycles. G Scrolly. Okay, Scrolly. Ooh, scrolling. Quite a capable machine, the Sam. Quite usable. Quite a user base in France as well. Oh, I didn't know it got. I didn't know it made it to export. There aren't many of them in the UK, and they were made and sold in the UK first. So, you know, I don't know what happened in regards of shipping them on the continent. I don't know if that was the end of its life or the beginning of its life. It had built-in MIDI ports too. Yeah, it's got a MIDI port on the back. Does it have hardware scrolling? Do you know what? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you if it has hardware scrolling. And I couldn't tell you what record I was on. Fred issue 4. This is 18. This apparently is a silly demo. C64 tune, says John. Is it a C64 tune? I don't recognise it. Yeah, you're right. Skyhawk. The well, it doesn't clear the registers, obviously, when you press reset. Oh, there it goes. Must have run out by now, surely. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So we finished at 19. So that's cool. Right, one thing I was going to show you was it loading from Ethernet or Ethernet, and it's not that. Okay. In fact, it's not that either. Why can't you just have a catalogue? So it can list the disk. No, don't do that. I need the disk one. The Ethernet one. No, none of those. Right, where's the disk? Clearly this is far too difficult. Trinity. I think it's this disc. I might be wrong. Oh, hang on, there's a disc already in. No, it's not that. Okay, so oh, okay, boom it from floppy, don't mess me about. Oh, is it the wrong disc? Stupido. Yeah, it's the wrong bloody disc. You horse's ass. This is going to load. This is going to download a picture straight from the internet, I think. Yeah, it is. That's downloading straight through the Ethernet. Oh, with music. Cool. It's a little bit dithered. I would imagine it looks quite nice on their CRT. What is it? Crack out music. Or is that this one or the one before? I must admit, I don't recognise this. Glanson, is it boob night? It could well be boob night, yes. I thought I'd spice it up a little bit for you, Glanson. I'm going to try and copy some more software onto the Trinity disk if I know how to do it. I'm not sure I know how to do it. But I'll have a drink and then I'll come back later. Oh, John Gino, my mate wrote crack out. Oh, very good. Oop. So that is an image with music, obviously, that's downloaded directly from the internet. It can also download whatever I did. There we go. Now, so now it's downloading a game straight from the Tinterwebs. And there you go. XOR. What? Well, absolutely. All right, okay. So these things are obviously going to trap me, are they? Like that, yeah, okay. Load Ami Bay. Yeah, I'm not too sure I can. Oh, it needs a bit of sound. Can I pick the... So how does one... Don't know. Ah, okay. Can't get that one, can I? Oh, I can. But okay. Made a balls of that, didn't I? Okie dokie. Well, that is XOR. I think the coders were on drugs when they designed these games. Well, the thing is, a lot of these games were coded by young kids, weren't they, a lot of the time? And a lot of them were inspired by, if you think what was on TV, if you were 10 or 15 year old in the mid 80s when you were coding these games, if you think of what was on TV and what you were brought up with back in those days, you've got Benny Hill, Monty Python, Blackadder, all kinds of weird and wonderful science fiction stuff on TV all the time, Doctor Who and Blake 7 and all that stuff. There's no wonder all the games are weird. It was just a society we lived in Britain in those days. Now, I loved it. I thought it was great. I've never seen as much weird stuff as what was on TV when I was a kid. It's not even a patch on it now. TV is nowhere near as weird as it used to be. Yeah, and I don't mean Dempsey and Makepeace. A-Team, Airwolf. Well, I was thinking more of the obscure stuff, but yeah, okay. Well, the A-Team, yeah, they can defeat baddies by making cannons that can shoot cabbages, I remember in one episode. So it was all pretty surreal. And then you had Channel 4 coming along, and we had things like Max Headroom and all kinds of stuff. John Gino says, you base a game on Serverland from Blake 7. I don't remember. Who's Serverland? I don't remember what that is. All I can remember from Blake 7 is a knackered spaceship that they flew around in, and the bloke in a black leather jacket called Avon, wasn't it, or something? That's about all I can remember. But yeah, I mean, the 80s were the weirdest time on TV, and I thought it was marvellous. I loved it. Always had boobs on display. Alright, okay. Alright, okay, cool. I'll have to look that up in a minute. I'll go downstairs and make a drink and see if I can get some more stuff on the SAM, and I'll look that up. The tripods, yeah, I do vaguely remember tripods. But it was a wonderful and weird time in the 1980s. Can you remember the Day of the Triffids and all that sort of stuff? We had big films, didn't we? Invasion, Body Snatchers were the 70s, I think. But yeah, it was a very trippy, weird era, 1980s. So anyway, War of the Worlds. Yeah, the tripods, yeah, based on War of the Worlds, yeah. Okay guys, this has been a 1.5 hour stream. Outrageous. But I thoroughly enjoy it. I'll go and try and copy some games over to the SD, see if I can get Prince of Persia running and some Lemmings and all that sort of stuff. If I can't do that, I'll still make a drink and come back on. I said I was going to do a stream at 8, it's 20 to 8. So I'll have a drink and a chill out, and we'll have a stream at 8 o'clock, and I'll put something on. I don't know what. I'll think of something and I'll get back to you at 8. Tripods look good, says John. Yeah, I had to read because the series was cancelled. I missed the final fight. Oh, can you remember V being on TV? The show about the aliens coming down. And I watched every episode of, I think it was 5, it was a mini-series. There were 5, I don't know if it was half an hour or an hour long episodes. The last episode was on the night after me and my parents went to France on holiday. So I never got to see the final episode. And I've been saying to myself for the last 30 years, I'm going to watch the last episode of V, and I still haven't done it. It's got to the point now where I can't remember what happened in the first parts of the episode, so there's no point really. And it'd been naff anyway, but then back then I thought it was wonderful. and I thought she was a bit of a fox. There was the lady with dark hair, curly hair, I think she had, in a very 80s fashion. Did she have a zip-up catsuit on or something? I can't remember. But she used to eat mice or something. Very weird. But I loved it. Mike Donovan, that's right. Yeah, he was the mulleted hero. And Robert Englund was in it as well. Diana, that's it. Diana, absolutely. Robert Englund was in there. Freddy Krueger. Yeah. John says perv. Thank you very much. I thought she was fit, as I remember. Skyhawk says she swallowed mice. Well, I won't expand on that in any way. But yeah, happy days. Glenson, there was a weird movie about big worms from under the earth that were eating people on the ground. You're not thinking of Tremors, are you? Oh yeah, John. John Gino popped up just as I said it. Tremors. Kevin, was it? I was going to say Kevin Bacon, but I'm not sure it was Kevin Bacon. There is a robot on V. Oh, a reboot. I thought a robot. There's a reboot of V. Have you seen it? No, I haven't. And I'm not sure I want to. Unless it's particularly good. Because I will be disappointed in each and every single way. Unless they have big perms and shoulder pads, I won't be impressed. Glenson had nightmares from that. V. It was scary, V. For a kid, anyway. Didn't they peel their faces back and they were lizards or something? Something like that. Yeah. June. Yeah, June was a strange movie, yeah. And that had the sandworms, didn't it? They used to jump out of the sand and eat whatever, vehicles, spaceships, or planets, who knows. Sting was in Doom, wasn't he? But like I say, there was some weird shit in the 80s. There's no wonder the games were weird. Because it was a product of our era, wasn't it? And great fun. I loved it. The weirder the better, as far as I'm concerned. Although at the time I couldn't wait for sensible stuff. The remake got cancelled after 2 seasons. Oh dear. Oh well. Can you remember Alien? Was it? Oh, I was going to say Alien Invasion. It's not Alien Invasion. Alien. Ooh, Alien something. They did a film. It was not a big film, but a moderate success. I think James Caan was in it. Alien invaders came down on water. If you spilt water on them, they dissolved or got burnt or something. And then after the film, they did a miniseries of it. Can't remember what that was called. Where they drank stale milk. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it might have been actually. That rings a bell. Alien Nation. Bugger. Yeah, that was it. Alien Nation. Oh my god, that's going back a long time. Yeah, Alien Nation. Loved it. Loved it. See, all this crap all came into games. I remember playing Frankie Goes to Hollywood, the game. Oh, I didn't know how to play it then. Don't know how to play it now. Absolutely no idea. Blue Thunder was awesome in '84. Blue Thunder was one of my favourite films for a long time. Not only because the helicopter was cool, but I thought the guy flying the helicopter was cool as well, whose name I've forgotten. He's died recently. Can't remember his name. He was in Jaws. Oh, bugger. What's his name? Ah, shit. Street Hawk, says John Gino. Street Hawk was garbage. There's nothing else to say about Street Hawk. Lemmican says, catch you later. Love that scene in Blue Thunder. Schneider. Roy Schneider. Bugger. Yes, it was Roy Schneider. I thought he was great. I like Roy Schneider. Airwolf, yeah. Yeah, it was Roy Schneider. Airwolf, yeah, that was, what was his name? The smarmy kid who flew the helicopter. Jan Michael Vincent. Or Vincent, was it Jan? Something like that. Jan Michael Vincent. He's in a bit of a poor state now. He's got one leg, hasn't he? A drug addict, I think. Do you still remember what JAFO means? Stringfellow Hawk, that's right. Stringfellow Hawk, oh my god. Do you remember what JAFO means? JFO? No, I don't. In Blue Thunder? No, I don't. What does it mean, Lemmican? I don't remember that. JFO. Don't. Airwolf was great, yeah. I'd oh, I'm rubbish. I can't remember his name either. The fat older guy. He was he was an actor. He was in with Kurt Russell in Escape from New York, among many other films. Can't think of his name. Just another fucking operator. I don't remember that at all, Lemmican. I don't remember that at all. Oh dear. Okay guys, that's it. I'm going to cancel this now. The co-pilot. Do you know what? If I remember that, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say that at work tomorrow. JFO. Okay. I'm going to... Okay, log Ernest Borgnine. God damn it, John. Yeah, you're right. Ernest Borgnine. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back on in a little while. I'm just going to make a drink. My voice is starting to break up again. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, maybe. Take care now.